welcome back to my channel. Here we have question 1B of this year 2025 November GCE. Question 1B, as we have here, says that construct a regular heptagon in a circle of diameter 80. Measure and state the length of one side of the heptagon. Okay, so let's look at how this can be done. It's a very simple question. So I just want to do I did something similar to this some days ago, but let's answer the question. Okay, so what we are going to do here first is that we are going to draw a horizontal line. So we are going to draw a horizontal line. So we draw a horizontal line 80 millimeters long. Okay, so I'm going to take the measurement here. So 80 millimeters. So this is the 0 point on the ruler, and then here is 80. Okay, so we have this. All right, so let's get the midpoint, which is 40 millimeters from either end. Okay, so here we have, this is point A here. Okay, and this is point B. Okay, so we have this. Now the next thing that we are going to do is that we are going to draw a circle. So putting the pinpoint here, okay, in the midpoint of line AB. So, and then we are going to extend the pencil point to point B or point A. Then we draw a circle. So we draw a circle like this. Okay, so here we have the circle. All right, so here we have the circle. So the diameter of the circle, as we are told, is 80 millimeters. All right, so the next thing that we are going to do is that since we are asked to construct the heptagon, so we are going to divide this line AB, that is the diameter of the circle, into 7 equal parts, because an heptagon is a polygon with 7 sides. Okay, or sorry, with 7 sides. With 7 sides. So an heptagon is a polygon with 8 sides. So what we have to do now, so we are going to make 7 equal points on this line. So here we have what I'll just take 1.5 each. Okay, 1.5 each. Okay, that's 15 millimeters each. So this is 1, and then here I have this is 2. Okay, then I have 3. So that is 15 millimeters each, or 1.5 centimeters. Okay, then so this is 4. Okay, so then here I have 5. Then this is 6. Okay, so here is 6, and then we have 7. So this is 7th point. Okay, we have this. So what we are going to do is to join the last point with the end of the line, and we have this. Okay, then so we take the set square, so setting it along this line. Okay, so this is how to divide the line into a number of equal parts. So we are dividing line AB into 7 equal parts. Now move to the set square to the next point and draw the line like this. Okay, and then so move to the next point and draw the line. Okay, we have this. So to the next point and draw the line. Okay, so next point, so draw the line. So next point, draw the line. Okay, and the last one is this. So we draw the line. So we have this. All right, so we are going to number these points. So this is point 1, 2, and this is point 3. Okay, here is point 4. This is point 5. This is point 6, and this is point 7. All right, so the next thing that we are going to do is that we take the compass. So putting the pinpoint of the compass at point A here, and we extend it to point B. Okay, so we are going to draw an arc up here, and we also draw an arc down. So I usually use this method. Okay, then with the same radius, put the pinpoint at point B, and then it will touch point A. So you draw an arc up like this, and then take the arc, draw it down like this. All right, so this point, so let's say this is point X here, and this is point Y, so where the two arcs intersect. So the next thing that we are going to do is that we are going to be drawing a line from point X passing through point 2 and touching the circle, and then from point X again passing through point 4, touching the circle, from point X passing through 6 and touching the circle. Make use of even numbers. So for a heptagon, use 3 points, point 2, point 4, point 6. Okay, let's take note of that. So, and then we are going to repeat the same thing for point Y. So let's draw. So from X here, so we draw a line passing through point 2 and touching the circle, and then from X again, we draw a line passing through point 4. So passing through point 4 and then touching the circle here, okay. Then we draw again from point X, so we draw a line, so passing through point 6, so I'm touching the circle, okay. Then we also draw from point Y passing through point 2, so passing through point 2 and touching the circle. Then we draw again from Y passing through point 4 and touching the circle, okay. Then from point Y again, we draw a line passing through point 6 and touching the circle. Alright, so we have that. So this point where these lines touch the circle, so we are going to take note of them, okay. So those are the points that we are going to join together. So we have a point here, and then we have a point here. So we have a point here, we also have a point here. So if I'm to label this now, so this point is point C here, okay. So here we have point C, and this is point D, okay. This is point E. Point B is not part of it, so we have F, okay. So we have point G, okay, and then we have point H. So take note, point B is not part of them. So we are going to connect this point together. So we connect AC together, so as a side of the heptagon, and then CD is another side of the heptagon, and then DE is another side of the heptagon. So we have this, okay. And then EF is another side of the heptagon. Don't forget I said point B is not part of the point on the circle. So then we also have this point, 2 points, so that is FG and GH. So we join them together, and HA or AH, we join them together. So we have 7-sided polygon. That's the heptagon as we see it here. So we're asked to take the measurement of one side of the heptagon. So measurement of one side of the heptagon. So looking at what I have here, okay. So looking at what I have here, so this is what this is 30, around 33. So 33. So the length is 33. So we write 33. So length is okay. So maybe length. So let me say AC, length AC, okay. So it's equal to 33. Okay, 33. So plus or minus 1. That is the length of side of the heptagon. So as simple as I've done it here. Keep on practicing, and God bless you.